when you sit down, will you put toilet paper or do you just raw dog it?
Just sit down.
No, Paddy. That's why your balls smell. You
Make
gotta
a difference. My balls don't touch the toilet seat.
But your
They're not that big. Jesus.
Your ass cheeks touch the toilet seat?
Yeah, my ass cheeks do.
No, but like other people.
You're sitting on a plane. Your
No,
ass is
you-
already.
no, no.
Your ass is already sweaty as sitting on that seat.
You put your whole raw ass on a
Yeah.
toilet seat in the plane?
Yeah.
Paddy, that's criminal.
That's just life.
Not. No, stop.
That's just
You don't.
life.
You don't. Hi, I'm Nina, and I'm here with
Paddy the Paddy.
Are you still beefing with Mark Zuckerberg?
Mark Zuckerberg, lad, I'm gonna punch your head in. I'm sick of you, lad. Know what I mean? Sick of you.
He hasn't deleted my account for a few years, like, so it's definitely not as bad, but I'm still pissed off at him for deleting my account years ago.
You hold a grudge, huh?
Oh, I hold a grudge, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm terrible for holding a grudge.
So, you think we should change your name to like Paddy, the new guard, Baddie? No? Okay.
No, definitely not.
Just Paddy the Baddie.
Yeah, anyone that changes the nicknames, just sort your head out. You know what I mean? You can't give yourself your own nickname. Someone else has to give you it.
Yeah.
No, I'd never change my name because I'm not a f***ing dickhead. You know what I mean? Only imagine being nearly 40 years of age and changing your name to King. Your name's Robert. F***ing idiot. And you can't change it halfway through your career. You look like an absolute idiot.
Like a sausage.
Yeah, like a chorizo.
Okay, so what do you think of Miami? Is it like a crazy place compared to Liverpool?
No, it's pretty cool so far. I'm enjoying my time here. I got here on Thursday night and we've just had a little float round, seeing what's been about and looking forward to trying some of the food.
They have really good like Mexican food here.
Yeah, well, we've walked past a few places.
Yep.
I've seen some great tacos and stuff like that, and I'm just salivating looking at people's food.
Dude, you're gonna go in on Friday.
Yeah, I can't. Not Friday, like can't go in on Friday, but Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday daytime before I go home, definitely.
Love it. You love to Dutch oven yourself?
Yeah! I think everyone likes to Dutch oven themselves, don't they? That's normal.
Do you think that's something you'd ever consider in the octagon?
If you need to fart, you need to fart.
Yeah,
it's
right.
one of them, yeah.
Yeah, you can't hold it in.
Yeah, you can't hold it in. It's one of them.
You went to your first power slap event. How was that?
Oh, it was madness, that power slap event.
It's good,
crazy,
right?
Yeah. It the one thing what just sticks in my mind, Slap Shady. He absolutely come out to Eminem and then absolutely flatlined some kid with a slap. It was heavy. One of the worst knockouts I've ever seen, and it was a slap, wasn't a punch, a kick, a knee or an elbow. It really was one of the worst knockouts I've ever seen in my life. Kid had to get helped off the stage and everything. It was scary.
That's kind of brutal, no?
Yeah, brutal though. I would never do it, to be honest, but it's good to go and watch as a fan.
Well, it's kind of interesting to think like you spend your whole life training mixed martial arts to knock someone out, but you could just slap them.
Yeah, no, we train to not get hit, and then they stand there to get slapped in the face. Yeah, I'm good for that.
You've mentioned before in the past that you're a polarizing person, like a polarizing personality. We have that in common. And I don't know why. I think we're just being ourselves, and somehow that like triggers people.
No, yeah, that is exactly it. I always say I'm unapologetically myself. I'm never gonna try and be something that I'm not. So if you just don't like me, eat
Have you ever crashed out?
Like, what do you mean, crashed out?
You know what crash out is? Okay, crash out is like when you just absolutely lose your for no reason. Like you just have like a
I've done that several
maybe on the internet. Like you did. Have you ever
I've done
done
it on the internet 100 times.
Yeah.
But I've done it in person. Definitely in
person?
fight camp. Yeah, I've bit people's heads off in a major way.
Yeah. Then you look back and you're like, maybe I should have.
Yeah, I was a bit over the top there. I shouldn't have done that, but it's done.
Crash out.
There's nothing you can do about it.
So what's something you crash out over?
I don't know, little things. I think I've done enough little things in the past, and then after it, I'm like, why have I just flipped like that?
Mm-hmm.
See, we wouldn't say crashed out. We'd say I've just flipped.
Flip?
Yeah.
You flip?
Flip me lid.
You think you flip your lid over small things and the big things don't really matter as much?
Sometimes, yeah, but you know, I can just turn like that. To be honest, as these, I can just just flip like a light switch. To be honest, some days.
Yeah, that's funny. I feel like in America we crash out a lot. I'm just asking people from all over the world.
Yeah.
I feel like Americans crash out every day.
Doesn't surprise me on them roads, mate. Jesus, all it is.
Dude, here is bad.
Yeah,
Here's
all
bad.
People do is honk the horn, as you should say.
That's all they do is honk their horn here. But I think here honking your horn isn't as offensive as it is in, like, let's say LA or like in Vegas. When you honk your horn in other places, it pisses people off. They get out of their car. Sometimes they have like a weapon on them or whatever. I've seen people get out of their car with like a bat to go to the person behind them who's honking at them. Like, it's crazy. That's why I've never honked my horn. I just refuse to honk my horn.
It feels
people are
like
crazy.
It's normal, yeah.
But people just lean on it here. And I've just never, that's something I get used to. In the hotel, it's all you hear all day. It's just people honking their horn.
Also, we've been driving around, people just beeping the horn constantly.
What's the most unhinged thing you've ever heard about yourself?
There's that many unhinged things that I don't know. I've heard people say all sorts about me and make lies up and all sorts. Stuff gets sent around about me on WhatsApp, know what I mean? Because people are jealous.
Oh, yeah.
People from my own city as well. Mm-hmm. But
the Reddit.
Yeah.
I don't go on Reddit.
All of that. The worst one's the one Ilia made up, though, saying I was talking about a war when I wasn't. You know what I mean?
That you were what?
Talking about a war when I didn't even know Georgia and Russia had been to war. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the worst lie I've ever heard in my life. Mm-hmm. In our country, saying terrorise means like you've just been bullied. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And for some reason he tries to say I was talking about a genocide, which is the biggest lie ever.
Yeah. I think especially when there's like a language barrier, especially it's interesting because especially like as an American talking to someone who's from UK, like you said, like, oh, we don't call it crash out, we call it flip. So people will take your words even though they're understanding English at their own capacity in the way that like we would understand it here. In where you guys are from, it means something completely different.
Yeah, I was thinking when you said crash out, I was thinking you meant like drank too much and then lied down on a bed and
like crash out, like pass out. Yeah. See,
that's what I thought you meant.
It lost in translation.
Yeah,
and then that's how wars do start.
Yeah, it is.
What is something in your fight camp that you hate to do but you do it anyway?
Dieting.
Yeah.
Definitely the easiest thing. I hate dieting. It's the worst thing ever, but it has to be done. Know what I mean? You've got to make weight. We get paid to make weight. We all like fighting, so that is the worst thing. Yeah, I wish I was a heavyweight.
You think you could would you ever consider it?
I wish I was a light heavyweight so I could go up to heavyweight, but no. Yeah. The only thing I could move up to is welterweight.
I think you're good where you're at.
Yeah, I'm
doing a really good job.
Yeah, I'm sound where I'm at. In a few years I probably will have to move up to welterweight, but for now I'm good at 55.
Yeah, you're good where you're at. Yeah, dieting I've been trying to lose 10 pounds for the last 5 years. I don't know how you guys do it.
No, dieting is the worst thing in the world. I mean, especially when you're walking around Miami and you can just smell all different flavours, see all different foods. Oh, it's a killer.
It's brutal, man. If you could be a girl for a day, what would you do?
If I could be a what?
A girl. If you could be a girl for a day, what would you do?
That's a mad question, that one. Go and get pampered. Go and get my nails done and my hair done and all like that.
Like a spa day?
Yeah, see why you all do that, because you're all nuts for getting your makeup done and all
that. So you want to do it?
Just to see what the whole fad is about it, know what I mean? See. Dude,
you might like it too much.
It's just, no, you just waste so much time doing it. It's ridiculous, know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's like upkeep. You gotta upkeep. Sometimes you can just get lost, man.
No.
You gotta upkeep. You gotta keep it together.
No.
Sometimes you just go off the deep end. You don't even know who you are anymore. You
need to stay el natural when you're flying.
You don't know. Yeah, but sometimes natural. Like natural for sure. But sometimes you gotta tweeze some brows and wax them. Gotta wax, you know. You gotta do a couple things. For this fight, people are saying that this is the biggest fight of your career. But I feel like every fight, a fighter fights, is the biggest fight of their career.
Yeah, fact.
So, How do you feel?
Yeah, this is the biggest fight of my career. As I say, I think every fight that you have is the biggest fight of your career. Everything's riding on it. You've trained for months and months to beat this opponent what's in front of you. And this obviously is the biggest fight of my career. I'm fighting rank 7, highest ranked fighter I've ever fought. And he's got a lot of followers. Everyone knows who he is. He's a big name in the lightweight division, former champion in other organisations. And yeah, it is the biggest fight of my career.
See at the top.
We'll see him at the bottom.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted, before we move on to the stupid questions, I just wanted to say, I watch a lot of your vlogs and stuff, and I think it's really awesome that you do I saw the one where you went to the Adler Center, and it's the UK, the bereavement center. Right?
Yeah.
I think it's really awesome that you show that places like that exist, because a lot of people don't even know where to start to look or where to go. And you do that in a lot of your videos. You the Adler Center, the Clare Hospice, Clare House Children's Hospice Center. You have the Paddy Foundation and you guys donated to James Place. I think that's really beautiful, and it's awesome that you spread awareness for mental health and men's mental health, and then you actually go out and you actively help in your community as well. I think that's really cool.
Thank you. But that bereavement centre, I didn't even know was there until someone told me about it, and it's about 15 minutes away from a walk from where I grew up. So I thought, we need to get this on there, let everyone know. And as the staff in there were saying, like even people from Canada and America ring up and stuff like that. So it's not just for Liverpool and people in the UK, it's for people all around the world. Obviously James's place is very close to my heart. One of my friends killed themselves, and I actually used James's place myself when I was in a dark place. So being able to donate them funds from the Paddy Foundation so that they can employ more staff and have more counsellors there working is just something that I think anyone in my position should do. Everyone should give back and should help. And then obviously Claire's house, I enjoy going in and seeing the young lads in there. Yeah. It's funny. Love winding them up about the football and stuff like that.
The Legos and stuff.
Yeah, it's
really
nice.
Sweet.
It's nice to go in there and chat to the young lads in there, because they're all proper cool little dudes.
I know. I wish there was more like marketing for places like that, because you said you live 15 minutes away and you didn't even know it was there.
And they're all charities, you know what I mean? They're all funded by people donating and stuff like that. So getting it out there a bit more will always help with some funding.
Yeah, 100%. It's cool. Hold on. Can't read my writing here. Oh, okay. The first time I met you, you did an American accent. You remember?
It's the police! Get the down!
Oh, that's so good.
Sit your ass on the ground now, boy!
A little along the lines of like, get on the ground.
Yeah, get on the ground,
Okay, do you think that that's still, like, would you choose that as your American accent to like 2 years later?
Yeah, probably. I couldn't even think of nothing else to say. Just reminds me of films, like movies as the Americans would call it.
Like Denzel Washington.
Yeah, just reminds me of that. I probably couldn't even think of nothing else to say.
Get on the ground, mother.
Yeah, that is what it was. That week as well, we'd been to the Mob Museum, and they done it. There's like an interactive bit in there, and you need to like walk around. Like there's a screen in front of you. I'll never forget it. They put us in groups of 3, and Blaze was in the other group, and I just heard them scream. And it just come
It was
out.
a mob museum?
Yeah, the Mob Museum of Vegas.
Like the Sopranos and stuff?
No,
or like the real mob?
The real mob, yeah.
The real one?
Yeah.
And what they teach you about their lives and stuff?
Yeah, there's all sorts in there.
It's funny how like Americans glorify violence. Like they'll put a museum for mobsters who've killed like hundreds of people, allegedly hundreds of people.
It is.
And it turned it into like, hey, come pay to see these people who've like mass murdered.
Yeah. Everything's about money though, isn't it? Know what I mean? Everything's about money, so it's one of them.
Yeah. I love it here. So people are saying you're beefing with Arman.
I'm not beefing with him. I'm just being honest. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Arman Tsarukyan.
he's just a little posh boy who's had everything handed to him on a silver platter by his dad.
Do you think he actually got injured or no? Or what do you think happened?
No, he's a little ass. That's what you are, Arman. Little boy. He shit himself. It's one of them. Like, you don't pull out of a title fight 36 hours, 24 hours before you're meant to fight. It's one of them. You go into it with whatever niggle it is. But as Dana said, the doctor said he was okay. The doctor said he was fine to fight. So I don't know if he was going to miss weight and he pulled out because of that. Or he his undies. You know what I mean? So
I didn't hurt his back?
No, you definitely never hurt his back. You know what I mean? You didn't hurt him.
You see my body? So my head not moving. My body is moving.
Wouldn't surprise me if you used that as an excuse though. Oh, Nina hit my back.
Is that your Arman impression?
Don't even know what he sounds like, to be honest. Don't really pay much attention to him. He hasn't fought in about 18 months or something, has he?
No, little. He's fought. He fought Charles Oliveira.
Yeah, when was that?
Was it in the last
At least a year ago or something.
You may be right.
And he didn't even win that fight. I thought he lost that fight. He won a split decision, and I didn't think he won it.
Arman's gonna start beefing with me now.
Seen him say something about my haircut, made me laugh. Or he's saying something about a fake Beatles haircut or something like that. But yeah, he can come out with all the shite he wants and chat all the shit he wants, but it's never gonna change the fact that he himself to fighting his
You keep saying that. It keeps making me think he actually pooped himself.
Yeah, he followed through.
Okay, I have these stupid questions. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. It's called Would You Rather. Ready?
Go ahead.
Would you rather lose every memory you've ever had or break your toe every day for the rest of your life?
Is it the little toe?
Sure.
Yeah, I'd rather break my toe every day for the rest of my life.
I guess it's better than having any memories.
Yeah, I've always said if I end up with Alzheimer's or dementia, just put me out of my misery. Take me to Switzerland and let's end it. Because I don't want to not know anyone. You know what I mean?
They do that in Switzerland?
Yeah, you can have assisted in Switzerland.
Really?
Yeah.
In Switzerland?
Yeah. You can't you?
Yeah.
Go to Switzerland and...
Yeah.
In Canada.
Yeah.
In Canada?
And Canada. So take me to Switzerland or Canada and let's be done with it.
You would want to do it in Canada?
No,
I think
I'd probably in Switzerland, yeah, do it in Switzerland. But as I say, if I ever got Alzheimer's and I started to forget people and started to forget things, I think that's worse than like cancer and things like that.
Gotcha. Okay. Would you rather have your breath smell like vomit every day for a month or eat a cockroach one day?
Eat a cockroach.
For a week.
Eat a cockroach.
Eat a cockroach?
Yeah. Probably be absolutely disgusting, but be arsed with your breath stinking of
Would you put the whole roach in your mouth and chew it, or would you just bite the head off and chew it in pieces?
Probably just try and get it all done in one, to be honest.
They did that on Fear Factor, you know?
I was just about to say, there's a programme in the UK called I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. And
they did it?
And they do it, and they live in a jungle for like 3 weeks.
And they eat roaches in the jungle?
Celebrities do it. Yeah, well, there's an eating challenge, yeah, if you get asked to do the eating challenge.
What do they eat?
They eat cockroaches.
No.
What else?
They want you on it.
Do they? Yeah.
They do it in Tijuana?
No, they wanted you on it.
They wanted you on it?
They do it in Australia.
No.
I'd lose some weight doing that, me. It's like if they do tasks on it, and you've got it. It's like say there's 12 celebrities to start. You've got to get the 12 stars for everyone to get a decent meal. And if they always vote, like at first you're voting for people to do the tasks, they always vote for the whiniest, bitchiest person that won't do it, and they always end up getting like 1 star or 2 stars. So you'd have to eat rice and beans, and everyone loses weight. I'd probably lose about 2 stone.
You ever been like on Survivor almost?
Yeah, just like that. Sleeping in the outback, sleeping in the jungle. So there's cockroaches everywhere. Witchetty grubs and that, they eat them.
Dude, I'd rather just have
What
my
else
breath
is
smell
there?
like
There's like kangaroos' balls.
You gotta eat balls?
Yeah, kangaroos' balls and
You ever smell them?
eyes and that.
You ever smell them? The balls? The kangaroo balls?
I don't know. People might smell them when they vet them. I've never actually had kangaroo balls in front of me.
They sell them in Australia, like as little keychains.
Yeah, that's fun.
I smell them. They don't smell good.
Yeah, bet you they don't.
That even after all that processing to make them into a keychain, it smells disgusting.
Don't think
So
many balls
rancid.
would smell good, to be honest. Testicles aren't really something that should smell nice, are they?
I mean, you maybe if you were maybe
If it was
you had
a
a spa
keyring,
day.
if it was
But he didn't wear spa days,
if
Paddy.
it was a keyring, mate, it should smell nice, but
It'll powder your balls a little bit. You gotta like, well, at least wash them.
yeah, they get, maybe when you've just got out the shower, but then other than that, especially in this humid heat, they get all sweaty.
Would you rather be stuck on a boat with a raptor from Jurassic Park or the girl from The Ring?
The girl from The Ring. Just
Sahara.
kick her overboard.
I don't know. I feel like she can transcend space and time.
Nah, her.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck her. A raptor, Jesus.
Yeah.
Be chasing you around the boat all day.
Yeah, kick that off.
Yeah, just
Kick her
fucking teep
overboard.
her right off the boat.
Okay, would you rather be a New York City subway seat or a toilet on an international flight?
I don't know, I wouldn't mind either. Just sitting on it.
No, you have to be the seat.
Oh,
Would you rather be the seat of a New York City subway
New York City subway.
or an
Because
international?
people aren't on you.
People do on those. I've watched it. I grew up
Yeah,
there.
that's spicy, that. Nobody wants to get on, do they?
You'd still be a subway seat?
Yeah, defo. Because an international flight's just getting pissed on constantly, innit? That's
Well,
what it's there for. That's
The
the
going
purpose.
through the seat, so they're sitting on it and through it. But I've actually seen someone on a New York City
Yeah, that's
subway
very
seat.
rare, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they don't ever clean them.
People piss all over the toilet seat. So you're just getting pissed on. I
Yeah, why
don't
do
feel like a
people-
golden shower, me.
Why do people piss all over the toilet seat?
I know, it's weird.
Just
I
piss
have
in it.
I have sit down wheeze anyway.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It's more contained.
yeah. And you don't dribble anywhere. You know what
But
I mean?
you think maybe because you're closer, like your action figure's closer to the water, that when you pee it splashes up and hits you?
Nah. I am a sit down weir. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's much better. That's one thing women have got over men. Sit down wheeze are so much better.
You know what's funny? When women squat to pee, you actually pee all over the seat.
Yeah, that's like when sometimes when I go
I
to the
would clean
toilet, I go to the toilet in the middle of the night,
Mhm.
and I do stand up and piss. It just goes in two different directions.
Yeah.
What the? You know what I mean?
That happens. That happens on the plane. When you go to pee, you pee in multiple different directions because of the air pressure.
There you go. That's why a sit down wee is always better.
The sit down wee.
Yeah.
When you sit down wee, you put toilet paper or do you just raw
No,
dog
just
it?
sit down.
No, Patty. That's why your balls
Not gonna
smell. You
make a
gotta put
difference. My balls don't touch the toilet seat.
but your
They're not that big.
your
Jesus.
your ass cheeks touch the toilet seat.
Yeah, my ass cheeks do.
No, but like other
You're
people.
sitting on a plane. Your
No,
ass is
you-
already.
no.
Your ass
Patty,
is already sweaty as sitting on that seat.
You put your whole raw ass on a
Yeah.
toilet seat in the plane.
Yeah,
Patty, that's criminal.
that's just
That's
life.
Not. No, stop.
That's just
You don't.
life.
You don't.
That's just
I have
normal
to
me.
move
I'm not
on.
putting toilet paper down. You're mad, aren't you?
Well,
I'm
but,
not in a festival.
but
You know what I
well,
mean? In
but
a
in that-
festival, maybe, because there's just it's all over the gaff, but not on the plane. No one's that scruffy to just get on the toilet seat. That face.
Okay, would you rather run from a herd of monkeys in Bali or swim from one gator in the Everglades?
I'm not the strongest swimmer,
Hmm.
but if it's only one alligator, I'd probably run from monkeys. I might have a chance of getting away from them.
Monkeys?
But I'd probably end up just stopping and talking to the monkeys and being pals. You know what I mean?
It's possible.
Yeah.
They have a barter system in Bali. You ever see?
Yeah.
They like steal your phone and
yeah,
then you have to.
and then you've got to give them something to get it back. That's it.
Smart as
been to Bali, to be honest, but that's somewhere I'm definitely going to go over the course of my life.
Yeah, you gotta go to Bali. I think you'd like it. They got a lot of good food. I've never been, but
I love Thailand, so
yeah, you like
Bali's
Thai
not
food
too
a lot,
far.
huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Would you rather give birth or pass a kidney stone?
Probably pass a kidney stone. It sounds rough, birth,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Kind of.
But I have read something online that says a man getting kicked fully in the balls, like straight up, is more painful than giving birth.
No.
I did.
No.
I actually did read that online. You know what I mean?
on the internet.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah,
See, my
it's
man knows.
Written by a man.
That has to be written by a
my
man.
man knows. But yeah, I'd give him birth.
I mean, women crack
I don't
open.
understand. Yeah, I don't understand how they do it. Like,
You have to be stitched together.
my wife had a C-section. You know what I mean? So she didn't actually have to squeeze the babies out.
But it's still brutal.
But our mate in the gym, Ben and Sophie, she gave birth to a 10-pound baby.
Oh.
So like,
Yeah.
Sheesh.
And that might hurt a little more than getting kicked in the dick.
Yeah. Balls hurt worse than the dick anyway. Getting kicked in the balls hurts well worse than the dick.
The ball. Yeah. Okay. One night in a haunted house or one night in the Appalachian Mountains?
One night in a haunted house.
Yeah, you heard
I
about the
wouldn't-
mountains, huh?
Yeah, I wouldn't die in the mountains. You could just die. Yeah, I'm good for that.
Yeah.
Rather get scared all night.
Yeah. I mean, the mountains are scary.
Yeah.
They're haunted.
Probably just
man.
go to sleep in the haunted house.
Yeah.
Nothing to wake me up when I'm a kid.
You would sleep. You would just fall asleep.
Yeah.
You would take a nap
Yeah.
and wait it out till morning.
I'd just wake up the next morning. Nothing really wakes me up.
You.
Once I go to sleep, I'm out for the count.
Yeah, nothing can wake you up.
Not really, no.
Not even the devil.
No. Where we were staying in this Airbnb, there was roadworks outside the house. Like big trucks driving through and flattening stones and that. I didn't wake up to that any morning.
You didn't wake up to that?
No,
either?
my bedroom was the closest to the front door.
How do you wake up in the morning?
An alarm.
Oh.
What? Now yours was that way, and mine was to the right, and all the work was getting done there. Know what I mean?
I guess we'll have to fact check that later. Okay. Would you rather take a left hook from Pereira or join a boy band with Alexander Volkanovski?
That's an easy one. Join a boy band with Volk.
Yeah,
Me and my man. Just the shimmying as we're singing.
The flip phone challenge. Okay, ready? Who is the worst trash talker in the UFC? Who's the best trash talker in the UFC? Yeah, I was gonna say. Okay, who in the UFC would you least like to date your sister?
It's not coming off.
I already know who it is.
Therefore. I think he's a brilliant fighter, like, but
Okay. Who is the funniest fighter? Okay, who is the worst dressed? Oh, that was quick. Oh.
by a mile. You know who.
I know who you're talking
You know what I'm talking about.
That's personal.
No, it's just some of them leather jackets with no top on and that, leather shorts. Wow. Stick to Fashion Week in Paris, lad.
Okay, who's the most dangerous striker? Who's the best hair? Best dressed?
Saying that, does he walk around with no shirt on as well? Don't like it when people wear suit jackets and no shirts. But he wears a shirt, doesn't he? He doesn't wear no shirt, him.
He's definitely done it before.
Yeah,
Who?
Can't have him then.
Oh, it's done for 4.
I can't have people that just wear no top with a jacket. Proper annoys me. It's bad. It is. It's embarrassing.
What about pants and no underwear?
No, you gotta wear bills.
Is that what they're called, bills?
Yeah,
Bills?
call them bills.
Okay, 2 more. Who's the funniest fighter? Okay, last one. Guaranteed future champ. Great. Love it. And that, everyone, is my interview with Paddy the Baddy Pimblett.